it's been a while since I heard the Hurricane Katrina. More like Hurricane Tortilla. That could have been.
Oh my
a name
God.
too. That was a while ago. I was maybe like 10 years old when that was a thing. Wow.
Oh
Very long
my.
time ago. That was a very long time ago. But focusing, going from their team name down into the game, we have I believe it's Splat Zone's Mako Mart, Roller Nation Neo up against Category 4 Storm. Let's see what these two teams are going to be bringing out.
Loving the Jokera. I see it has the one, the only, the Ink Rush.
And immediately going in for that zone, Roller Nation Neo is going to be taking control, pushing in here.
Wow!
And whoa!
And he doesn't care at all. There's double roller there. Brush in.
And immediately, immediate start for Roller Nation Neo. They have control over the zone there. And they're just looking to apply all of the pressure they can to keep Category 4 Storm out.
Yeah, and I see that. I think it's Soft that's just hiding. Oh, it's Solus. Never mind. Who's following their name? Sharking down there, waiting for players to get a little too close to that blaster.
Now looking at what we have so far, I mean, they've kept this zone. They're down into the 30s. It's getting a little bit risky for Category 4 Storm. They're moving in here. And wait, the names are switched. The names are switched.
We are, uh-oh, we might be fools.
It's Category 4 Storm that is currently taking control, and with a wipeout on the board there, looks like that is going to be it. And with that control over the board, Roller Nation, Category 4 Storm takes game one.
And what a good game that was for Category 4 Storm. That blitz that Supero Jokera had at the start. Absolutely fantastic, making it work. If we could see the KDs right now, I think they're pointing at it right now, actually, the whole team.
Everyone's pointing at it. You know, everyone's ready for their land pop-off. You know, everyone has their separate moments here. All these players are going to have games where they just excel, and their teammates are able to support them extremely well. And that's the beauty of a 4v4 player shooter.
You can't do everything by yourself. It is a team game. One of the best ways you can get better at, like solo queue even, is just scouting around people who are trying to fight your teammates and take them out before they get your friend. Or just you can use your teammate as a little bit of bait. You know, maybe there's a really hungry 10-sec splatter shot on the other team. You're tired of them fighting you, so you wait for them to go after somebody else, and you get them at the same time that they splat your friend. Whoops.
As a Dapples main myself, I have to use both my teammates and myself as bait. So I'm very used to that play style.
The ultimate aggro drawer.
Exactly. But so Category 4 Storm taking game one over Roller Nation Neo. We're going to be going to tower control ship shape.
Ooh, now we know that Roller Nation Neo runs rollers. Will we see double bubble? Could we get two rollers out on the field? Just regular old splat roller.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some bubbles coming out here. But let's see. Oh,
okay, we'll take one.
We got one. But we do get the Hydra.
Wait,
We did say Hydra last time.
Ew! That's awesome for this map. Wait, I love seeing the Hydra splatling.
We do get that Hydra that you wanted. It's not Quad Hydra, but it works. We got a little bit of everything coming up from Roller Nation Neo, and that seems to be their bait here, and I'm all for it. Category 4 Storm already looking to take control of the map.
Roller Nation Neo actually getting more of this paint early on, but it's hard to move around when you have a Hydra and two rollers and there's a wave breaker out on the field.
Immediately, both teams, I mean, it's been 30 seconds and the tower has barely moved an inch. And we see all these,
Yep, run!
All of the specials coming out at once. Nin with that roller on tower.
What a great pick from Nin.
And a crazy bubble. And Roller Nation Neo is going to get that. Yeah, does a little dance as well. Gets the first checkpoint.
Yeah, they know what's important right now, and it's holding that tower. Nin just bringing along these little teeny tiny curling bombs, because it really does make a difference.
And moving in for that second checkpoint, the strikes are out there. Jokera able to get the pick off of Ender Chase, moving in there, chasing.
No escape from Jokera there.
And what a pushback we saw. I mean, Category 4 Storm, we saw how well they were at pushing. And here they are doing or we saw them at their defense, and we've seen them previously on how well their pushes have been. So let's see if they can do exactly that for this next game.
Oh, and Joker just right behind, waiting for an opportunity striking, and I don't think they know that there is this lurking brush, and here they come.
We see all these blasters coming out here, getting the picks, but it does look like Category Category 4 Storm is past that first checkpoint. They are heading for the next one, but they are going to get stopped. Ender Chase really strong on that Brella, applying a ton of pressure, throwing them off tower. We're 2 minutes into the game, and both teams have pushed a decent amount.
Now, I feel like now that you see they have a lot of points on the board rate for Category 4 Storm, I wonder how easy it's going to be for them to get any more, because Roller Nation Neo does have Bubble, does have that Splatling.
And going in here, I mean, we see tons of specials all on for Roller Nation Neo. They just want to defend with their lives here. I mean, that's all they have to do here, but it looks like Nin is looking to push again. Nin looking to get more value out of this bubble. I mean, it's going to be a problem, especially with that heavy. Going to be shutting that bubble out there. Nin forced to back up here. Forced against that Luna. But it does look like Category 4 Storm able to take that tower back, and they are heading back into enemy territory.
Ooh, Jokera barely escaping that and bringing back their own shots. That can go just as far, and Jokera is taking another chance here. Let's see if it can get in. Oh, and there it is!
And can they get it? Luna goes down. From behind, Ender gets taken down as well, and that's 3 down on the side of Roller Nation Neo. Category 4 Storm, they take the lead, and they're at the second checkpoint.
Everyone getting off the tower for a second there to get a couple of picks. Soul is in a great spot to stop anybody who starts walking in. The tower only has 15 ticks left to go.
And immediately pushing in there, they're going in for that checkpoint. Can they do it? All of the picks are going through, and with Soul sitting on the tower, they're taking game 2, and the pressure is on Roller Nation Neo.
Until the end there, Roller Nation Neo did have this lead. It was only lost at the end of the round, and that just shows you that every game, Roller Nation Neo is inching closer and closer to taking one. Could we see a repeat of our first set?
And going in here, it's going to be a very, we could potentially see a quad. I mean, I feel like that's still in the question. Will we see another quad weapon? What if it's Category 4 Storm running the quad weapon instead of Roller Nation Neo?
Okay.
There's a lot of possibilities.
So, quad Brella. Storm.
Oh,
Wait. Does Brella having Storm in this game?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh. I'm thinking about Splatoon 2.
Hold on.
For the Nintendo Switch
We went
family
back to-
systems.
Hold on. I can do this. Brella.
Whenever I think about my favorite rain weapons, I think about like C Junior and Brella from S2, and that's not correct. You think after 4 years I would have other ones on the mind. C-Jet? Oh, C-Jet has rain in this game.
C-Jet has Brella does not have rain.
Duh.
So Brellas have triple Ink Strike, Zuka, back, another Zuka, Reef Slider, Inkjet, and Killer Whale. Oh, and then Bubbler and another triple slash.
Admittedly, it's
No
also
rain.
not zones now, so we can't even
Yeah.
have our giggle.
We're going to Barnacle and Dime Rainmaker. This is actually the first time we've seen Barnacle and Dime up here.
This is true. And honestly, if Roller Nation keeps their double roller, Roller is actually really strong on Barnacle and Dime. It doesn't have any little things you can be slapping over and hiding behind.
Going in here for this next game, the pressure is on Roller Nation Neo. I mean, they are 1 game away from being knocked down here in Category 4 Storm. They are looking extremely, extremely strong.
Both these teams hunting for their first win. You know, we saw two teams that were hunting for to keep away from their first loss.
And now, here we go. Game 3. We got Barnacle and Dime up here. And we see a normal comp coming out here from Roller Nation Neo. The Brella is being shown, though, with those strikes. The question is, can Roller Nation Neo take this game and redeem themselves? We've seen it before. We've seen it happen with our own eyes. It can happen again.
Oh, absolutely. Now, the first player going down might have been on the side of Roller Nation Neo, but doesn't mean that they are down and out. They have plenty of time to get back in. I'm assuming they'll probably be jumping over to where. No, I hope they aren't jumping over to there. It's very dangerous all of a sudden doing that. Nin with a great couple of picks here. Can they get Jokera?
And they are able to get them in, taking them out. And the fight continues as Ender Chase is looking on that plat, but it looks like Solus is able to take them out there. We see Softer on this heavy, trying to just maintain mid. I mean, Heavy's such a good painting weapon. It can do such a great job holding back multiple opponents.
Absolutely. Now, Salas knows that there are rollers and there are brushes, and any of those love to hide in that corner over there. Very fun to watch, just seeing if anything's going to show up. It's been very quiet on this left-hand alleyway, and admittedly, neither team can really push until some clams get down, so neither team really feels too inspired to have to rush up right now. 2 players going down.
And now it looks like Category 4 Storm has the control they need. They're immediately pushing up there. Luna Raven gets taken out there, looking for another, but Ender Chase is going to be in their way. And it really, Category 4 Storm, they still need to build their climbs. It doesn't look like they can get this push online. Roller Nation Neo still in it. No scores have been added to the game. We're a minute and a half in.
Yeah, so that's how Clam Blitz is. Have you ever seen a 5-minute game of Clam Blitz where no one scores?
I have. I mean, I experienced it a lot in X-Rank, and it's a very stressful environment, and I don't even think these players wanted to reach that point. At least for one of these teams to score soon, to set the pace for the rest of the set. It's going to be needed here, and I think Category 4
Ooh, the hammer.
they're about to do that. The roller comes out there, then goes down there. They're looking to push. Another one goes down there, and Category 4 Storm is looking to push, but they get quickly wiped out by Roller Nation Neo. They're still strong on their defense. They're not letting tons of points slip by them.
Which is really good because you don't want Roller Nation Neo to be giving in just yet when there's still so much time left on the clock.
And with 2:40 remaining, it looks like Roller Nation Neo, they're trying to get in there. They're using those end strikes to try to get in there, but it doesn't. They are actually going to be using exactly that. And we see Ender Chase off on their fight. They have the cooler effect there. Nin set up with the bubble, but the strike is going to wipe out that bubble completely, forcing Nin back. And Category 4 Storm has, even on, we've seen how well they push. And they've done a great job on defense as well, pushing the members of Roller Nation Neo out completely.
Mind you that Roller Nation Neo does have the special powers needed to take this out, and they also have enough clams. If they can get in here right now, this is a lead swap. This is waiting to happen. Can they distract long enough, and can they get those clams in?
They're looking for it. They're trying to get them in there. Ender Chase has the clams that they need, but it looks like they're completely backed up. They got to be playing it a little bit safe. They want to keep their lives, but it's very, very close. A 3-point lead right now for Category 4 Storm here. And the penalties are also low for both of these teams here. One super can make a huge difference. And we see Joker off on that offense, on that stack. They're trying to get the value that they need. More strikes popping out there. And Chase is stuck in a corner.
Pick on that hammer.
But we see a huge fight happening on that stack there. And Category 4 Storm is trying their best to keep it alive. They want to keep control over mid.
Yeah, but right now, quite a couple of the players of Category 4 Storm are out of position. But can Ender Chase take this away from Jokera? Yes, they can!
We still, Roller Nation Neo, they're still in it to win it. 1 minute remaining on the clock. They have the minute to turn this match around. And we see picks flying left and right, 2 down on the side of Roller Nation Neo. Category 4 Storm is looking to gain as much control as possible. More every single time a player gets flatted, so much space is lost. And you have to play these games as perfect as possible. Category 4 Storm, they have the control they need. Roller Nation Neo doesn't have a way in on this map.
No, and the splatting is so difficult to deal with when you're just locked out by it. Which is really unfortunate because Roller Nation Neo, I would dare say, actually is the team that, for the most part, was getting more of the picks. They just didn't have the chance to get in. Do they see this Luna Blaster? Can they take it out of the way? Because that will start a very beautiful push if they don't let it start taking out players left and right. Spring hiding up there in the corner.
They're looking to make an effort and then get the picks off them. And then gets another.
Wait! Do they have the clams though?
They do have the clams. Roller Nation Neo, they're trying to move in. Jokera can't do it. And it looks like Roller Nation Neo has to make a gun for control here. They're looking to make a push, but with time running out,
they just gotta
Category 4 Storm has them on lockdown, and that is the game. And Category 4 Storm takes a 3-0 win over Roller Nation Neo.
Oh, what a set. Every game, Roller Nation Neo was getting stronger and stronger. You know, we've seen it before, where like a team will struggle a little bit, end up in silver, and then they'll end up like obliterating everybody in silver bracket. So I would not be counting out Roller Nation Neo. They absolutely could be doing great things later on in silver.